What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are actually, we're getting ready right now to go
Just wake
see
it up.
to go see Clayton, and we are going to go to the National Park of the St. Louis Arch.
The Arch.
Yeah, so crazy. We have mixed opinions on if it should be a national park or not, but I guess we'll see. Beyonce, Emily, and Clayton up there ahead, waiting on us. Yeah, we're about to enter this beauty and see what is up. It actually seems like we are not going to be able to go inside this beauty today. So let's go see what all the hype is about. All right, so let's get going. First stop, though. This is what we're riding up in. Let's go. What?
Yeah.
Emily and I do this every single time. Oh, they have all of them right here, too. Sweet. Nice. All right, got our pass, got the most important part. Got our pass, got our brochure, and now we're on our way. Going through security. All right, here is the museum. My flash is on, so I'm gonna turn that off real quick, but we're walking on through. We're going to go on up. To the top we go. To the top we go. We're gonna get on that trail. Arch really isn't that old if you think about it.
Plastics. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
Alright, on our way down to the pod. You nervous, baby?
A little bit. I got it. Oh.
That's super cool the way it goes. Go! Alright, here we go. Get on in, Clay. Alright, so there is the workshop of the arch, I guess. But there's the stairs, and every few seconds this thing shifts back to go with the way it's leaning. Kind of cool. Yeah, going up. This is super small. All right.
All the way up. Sorry. There you go. Pass. I could go without riding in one of those. Yeah.
Well, gonna have to. Oh, wow. And here we are.
You do need to keep moving forward until all these folks are safely off the stairs.
Wow. Gonna keep walking until I get a view, but welcome to the top, baby. 630 feet. And there is your final view. Look at all the ice going down the river there. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. All right, so inside the museum, it goes over really all of the history in St. Louis, not just the arch, and it's not just Lewis and Clark specific anymore. They've really vamped this up, actually. But cool. All right, now we are on the outside again, and check this thing out. Look at that, and look at all these felonies. Yep. If you mark anything in a national park, it's a felony. So, look at that, homeless wonders. All right, I know where we left off. We were at the arch, but we're across at the arch now. My phone died right as we got out, but the arch was actually way cooler than I thought it was going to be. It was actually way more entertaining and very, I don't know, humbling to actually go up in it, I guess you could say. But yeah, here we are completing the whole experience.
Look back and wave. You're on webcam. Oh, we are.
So apparently right there, that guy is a camera. That's a live webcam. It says so right here. And obviously my fiance didn't hear what I just said. But yeah, this is pretty cool.
You see Bush? There's nothing tall west of Bush or south of Bush.
Malcolm Martin. Thank you for this overlook here, buddy.
Attorney Malcolm Martin.
He is a St. Louis attorney.
He founded the Gateway Center of Metropolitan St. Louis to fund land acquisition for a park there in 1968.
Good job, dude. High five or a knuckle bump. Hell yeah. So this is the thing that we walked up to view it, and yeah. So all in all, good arch day. I have to admit, the St. Louis Arch was, or Gateway Arch National Park, way cooler of a national park than we thought it was going to be. It actually blew our expectations out of the water, especially with how they revamped it. Like when I was a kid, it was very Lewis and Clark based, and I don't really remember much. I was a little kid, and I remember it just being kind of a quick thing to do in the city. We went this time and we parked thinking we were only going to be there for like an hour or so. We ended up being there for 3 hours. We got very into the museum. The store there has more stuff than like your bigger national parks. Like it had a ton of stuff, like magnets, stickers, you name it was there. Everything for your passport, like everything. Overall, I'd say the park gets a bad rap. I think it's way better than what people think it is. It really taught me a lot about St. Louis. It taught me the importance of the Mississippi River more than I already knew. It taught me how important St. Louis was. It touched on Lewis and Clark. It touched on slavery. It touched on all the things that happened in this region. It even talked about what St. Louis was before it was St. Louis, when it was Mound City, when the Native Americans were here. Like, it was so cool. So overall, it's a great family safe spot. It's easy to visit. Parking costs $3 an hour, depending on where you go there. The city down there, it's not a bad area, so just, you know, always be cautious whenever you're going anywhere. But really, all in all, I think it's worth visiting. I think it's something you should go to. And I'm not even going to touch on if I think it should be a national park or not, because I think it's its own thing by itself. And I think the debate should still go on, because it protects more than one thing. And it's very historically valuable. It's the gateway to the West. Like, it's very, very important. So all in all, it was a great day. It was awesome. I really liked the St. Louis Arch, and I'm proud to be from here. So thank you guys for watching, and keep it real out there. Peace.